final race of the season. We had the season finale in F123 yesterday. We have it in F124 today. As it stands, Starbody's champion, as Owen has not showed, but everything could change. We will be starting in a moment's time. We will be starting now, actually. I'm going to ping the drivers to get us started. Ready up. We can ready up now. Gabriel still has not picked a team, for God's sake. But we can ready up and we can get ready for the start of what hopes to be a thrilling season finale. 29 laps of Abu Dhabi to come tonight. Unlike the 58 we had yesterday. You pinged the wrong person. Oh, now he's picked a team. Hold up. But I haven't sent the stream link. I'm dumb. See that intro for nothing. No, I set it up. I just hadn't shared the link. But oh, people are now wanting the thing to be the F2 season to be streamed. Looking at the announcements. Yesterday we were 4-2 for no. Today we are 6-4 for yes. Interesting. What were you going to say? Sorry. It is. That's a good point, actually. That is your last league race today. I'm making a bit of history for the league in the meantime as well, hopefully. Fair enough. Hello, Gabriel. So yeah. I kind of guessed already we are going to get the gap to leader detail tires. Okay, we got everything set up, ready. Heard of Jack's been saying some naughty stuff. I have not, Gabriel. Jax has been thinking about that girlfriend of his a bit too much. I just heard myself laugh through your mic. Jesus. I could not be talking about this on stream. But Starbody will be first. No, Starbody will not be first driver on track. I am dumb. Third, because Monty is in Sector 2 now on his out lap. Why did you say that right as I was doing it? I'm not going to give context to the stream. They heard me without context last night saying I want something wet, so. Oh, what? We had 25 viewers yesterday, I think, for the stream. Second? No, I think joint best race we've had this season. Along with the Jeddah F123 race, which KZ Mati won the championship at. But a possible championship decided tonight, but one of our championship rivals have not showed. I'm going to be honest, I was getting ready to glaze this as much as Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton 2021 was glazed here, but turns out we're not able to because we are missing the Mercedes. Yeah, that's why I was going to massively That's why I was massively going at Glazer, but you're on a lap, so I will be quiet for you. With Monty here on a lap, first driver on a lap. He has DRS open. As Monty comes into the final corner on his lap and down to the line, he will set the benchmark of a 124.732. Michael will be next as he rounds the final corner and takes provisional pole, but Stadbody is next. Can he take provisional pole? Yes, he can, by 3/10 on the medium tyres compared to Michael on the soft tyres. Interesting. Jezza will cross the final corner. And to the line, Jezza puts himself into 4th place provisionally. Regan has an invalidated lap. Entok up into 3rd provisionally. Gabriel next on track. What can Gabriel do here? Jack's on an out lap, so it will be Gabriel, then it will be PLH. So a couple of debutants tonight, Monty, Alfie, PLH. Let's see what the debutants can do. But here, Gabriel goes provisional pole. PLH, can he better the other Aston Martin? Round in the final corner to the line, he does better by 3/10. So Alfie here, what can Alfie do as he's in the final sector? Come up into the last couple of corners, he's kept the lap valid so far. Can he take a provisional pole? Doesn't look like he will. But where will he slot in? He slots in just behind Jezza. So Jack's next on the lap, about halfway through his lap, so we'll have a bit of a watch as Jack continues with his lap here at Abu Dhabi. But as it stands, it's an Aston Martin 1-2, which will be good for the constructors, as there is still a fight for the constructors on today as well. Let's get the points difference in the constructors championship. 14 points. So there's a 14 points difference, but then Williams and Mercedes are both on 159, battling for 3rd. So do we have any Williams? We have Kwame in the Mercedes, Midget in the Williams. So there's a Constructors Championship win at stakes, a Drivers Championship win at stakes, and a Constructors Championship P3 at stakes tonight. So a lot is at stake tonight. As Jack crosses the line in 8th place, Regan on an out lap, he will be next to set the lap. But the top 4 currently being consisted of 2 Danes and 2 Brits. Interesting. As we are with our favourite Irish driver who we've been following this season, Regan. Not much I can think of saying about Regan right now, but he's Irish and he's in a Sauber. And he drives the car on the track. That's a really bad commentary line. This is gonna be so hard when you're coming out with lines like that tonight. Kwame's left. I'll get him back. If he actually shows us online for me. I'll have to go through all my EA friends. Where is he? I can't see him. I can't find him on my friends list. He's not showing on my friends list. God's sake. Are you able to invite him? We are with Wi-Fi go poof. His game crashed. I'll keep an eye on my friends list for him, but Regan's on the lap. He's asked for an invite. I've said he's not showing us online, but Regan on the lap. As around the final corner, Regan goes, where can Regan put the Sauber car? He moves into 5th place. Jez has got him invited. But Michael's on the lap. He is 200th down currently. Stadbody is on the lap. It's not showing me his starter. But 10th up for Michael. As we'll go with Stadbody, and he is also a 10th up. It's at now 4/10ths up. So Stadbody finding a lot of time. But Michael is the first person we'll go on board with as he comes to the end of his lap, about to loop around the final corner and down to the line. Michael moves himself up into 3rd and Stadbody invalidates. That's disappointing. Oh, half a second up. That was provisional pole as well, but Monty, who we're right on board with now, it looks like he's on a slow lap. Which race was Hungary? Oh, that's a long time. Masker's been here for a long time of the season, but that's roughly around the time when he started to show his prominence a bit. Yeah. So about 10th up for Monty through Sector 1 here. Can he find more time? That's the big question. As down the back straight he goes. As we will go on board with Jax in a minute, and PLH as well. We're both on laps currently. But Monty here. Can Monty find time in Sector 2? He's found a 10th through Sector 2. Kwame's asking if he's retired. I still don't see him online. Still not online. Jezza said he invited Kwame though. But round in the final corner goes Monty, and will Monty find time? He gets past Entok, so he finds a little bit of time. But we go on board with Jax as Jax is coming to the end of his lap. Can he find a bit of time? I have no idea if Jax is up or not. But we will find out in a moment's time as Jax rounds the final corner down to the line, and he moves up into 5th alongside his teammate Stadbody. And PLH will come around the final corner. He's about a 10th and a half up. Will he find time through the final sector? And he loses about 2/10, 3/10 almost, 4/10, something like that in the final sector. So he lost time through the final sector. We've Entok on a lap, and we have Midget on his banker lap as he comes to the end of his banker lap and goes into 9th ahead of Jezza, just behind Entok. Entok now on a lap. And PLH was not expecting a lap like he had for his first lap of qualifying, so that's interesting. 3/10 up on Gabriel, but we're on board with Entok as Entok looks to find time and looks to retake that position from Monty, but Entok, no, he didn't get track limits. He's lucky, now he gets track limits. Spoke slightly too soon as Kwame is back in, so he will have time to set a lap. Entok's in the pits. Monty's on his way in. Gabriel's on a lap. Gabriel looks the most... Gabriel's invalidated. So you'll go with the man who's just behind him, Stab Buddy, on his lap. I think PLH is in. Yeah, he is on an in lap. Stab Buddy 3/10 up. If you can find a little bit more time. We have just under 5 minutes left of the qualifying session today. The final qualifying of the season. Stab Buddy in the pits. Regan out on track 2/10 down in sector 1, whether he's on the push lap or not is to be found out shortly. With his pink and black helmet in his green and black car. Well, it doesn't look like he's burning, so I'd say this is not a push lap from Regan. Possibly a double out lap to warm his tyres up, maybe. Who knows? As Alfie is also on an out lap. As Gabriel is on push lap by the looks of it, because he's just under 10th up through sector 1. As it stands, it looks as if it is a Stab Buddy World Championship, because Owen still is yet to appear. This is when Owen, this is when Gabriel's purple sector 2, 3.5 up. But this is when Owen appears, like at lap 1 in the race, and then goes, "Guys, can we restart?" I've said no all season. I've said no all season. Every time someone joins like on lap 1, I've said no because I'm not restarting it for that, because then I have to set the grid and it takes actually like 10 minutes. But Gabriel, to the end of his lap, goes provisional pole by 2/1000ths of a second over PLH. An incredible end to his lap there. But Alfie here, 6.5 hundredths up on his best through sector 1. Can he find time in sector 2? That's a question which we all want to know, as he's off the track, but he keeps not invalidated. So it's good for him, as there's 2 minutes remaining of the qualifying session. And he's 7/10 up through sector 2. This will still not be enough to move him up. Kwame is on an out lap. Multiple drivers are on out laps. Jax is on a push lap. So we'll tune in with Jax in a moment. Endok has just had a push lap. Jez is on a push lap. So both Alpines are on a push lap. So is Jax, and so is Alfie. As Alfie is coming to the end of his lap. Where will he put himself? He remains in 11th. He could not find any time at the end of his lap. Jax is invalidated. So we have Entok and we have Jezza, the 2 Alpines. One after the other. Jezza the lead of the 2 Alpines. Entok behind him. Our Alpine working together here to try to get something out of this qualifying session. That's to be found as Alfie has retired from the session. Not going for another lap. Kwame still on an out lap, so still to be found if Kwame can find time. Jezza has invalidated, so he will let Entok through. Let's see what Entok can do at the end of qualifying. Can he find time? Can he improve? He cannot improve. He lost 3.5 seconds as Jax lost him through. So with PLH here, we have Michael, stab body in behind Michael. With Regan, we have Monty. So Monty, the most advanced of all of those on the lap right now, as Monty is in the pits. So next is one of the Astons, and it's the Aston of Gabriel. He's 1.9 down, so Gabriel will not be finding any more time, and qualifying is over now. Kwame still to set a time. Could Kwame cause an upset here today in Abu Dhabi and only do one lap and take pole? Maybe, maybe not. But Michael is who we are focusing on now, as Michael and then Stab Body. Third and fourth currently, can either of them take pole? As into the final corner, the V-Carb and the Red Bull go. Michael remains third. Stab Body takes pole by 0.3 of a second over Gabriel. 3.5 tenths pole currently for Stab Body, but could anybody cause an upset and take pole? It's a 1:22.699 to beat. Kwame cannot. PLH to the line, goes second, 0.02 of a second, and that is your qualifying session. So, Stab Body, your final pole position of the season. He hasn't had a pole since Hungary, but he's got a pole position today. 0.02 of a second over PLH. Gabriel in third in the Aston Martin, with Michael in fourth. Kwame could only put himself fifth with that last ditch lap, with Jax in sixth. Regan will take seventh, and Monty on debut will take eighth. Entok will take ninth. Midget in 10th. Jezza will start from 11th on the grid, and Alfie will start from 12th on the grid. That is your grid for the upcoming race today. Let's see what will happen in the race. So we could have a very good fight for the win on our hands here. As PLH on his debut is showing very, very good pace there in qualifying. There's very close qualifying between him and Stad Body. Does he have the race pacer? That's the big question which we have to ask ourselves. There's only one way to find out, and that is in the race. So without further ado, we are about to start the race here today in Abu Dhabi. As we head to 5 red lights for the final time this season, it is lights out and away we go, and it's a good looking start from a few drivers. Jax having a good start, Monty having a good start, jumping Regan from the stop, but Stab Body will lead into turn 1 with PLH second, Gabriel third, Kwame's up to fourth as there's Monty off the track dropping positions, and Jezza's spun as well, so there's a spin at turn 1, but there's only yellow flags as Monty and Jezza are both spun, and safety car is out as Jax has retired from the session. And what has happened to Jax? Jax is off and in the wall. The PTSD from yesterday's race kicking in already. Well, let's see what tyres everyone's on for a bit of everyone's on the mediums. That's good to know. Positions, gains and loss. Starbody, PLH, Gabriel all say where they saw Kwame up 1, Entok up 4, Regan up 1 with Alfie up 5, Michael down 4 with Monty down 1, Midget in the pits getting a new front wing. He remains where he started, and Jezza in the pits as well getting a new front wing. He remains where he started, and Jack's out but lost 6 places. So Midget going on to the hard tyres here. Jezza onto the mediums with their early stops for damage. She's got Max Verstappen as a profile picture. Damn. Wait. Oh, I'm literally just texting someone. I'm filling my time by talking about the safety car. Jezza has a penalty. What penalty does Jezza have? I'm gonna go through the recent races in a second. Right, let's look at the calendar. So we're going to go through races where we haven't had a lap 1 safety car. Abu Dhabi we did, Jeddah we did. Kota, did we or not? Canada, I wasn't there. Baku I think was lap 1, wasn't it? I do remember the crash show. Qatar, I don't think we had one lap 1, did we? We had... Dommy Regan. Portimao... I'm 90% sure Portimao we did not have a safety car. I know, I'm just recalling. Gabriel is in Twitch right now. Gabriel, did we have a safety car at Portimao? I don't think we did. But we're about to go racing, as I'm going to very... We have a new steward. I'll explain it later off stream. I'm texting whilst commentating, but somebody will start the restart. Start the restart, that's a funny sentence. And somebody goes, and he is slightly left PLH behind, not by much, so as PLH is starting to regain a little bit of time. As I've got the bug where it still says safety car, so if a safety car comes out, let me know, because I've got the bug, so I don't actually know if there is one or not. Starbody, PLH, Gabriel and Kwame starting to pull away. Then there's a little bit of a group as Alfie goes for it on Regan and Entok. He made this contact between Alfie and Entok, but Regan has benefited and gone past both of them. as Entok has made it past Regan once again, and they're sending it 4 wide into the chicane. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, but what have I just witnessed? I think it was Monty made a last second decision to send it 4 wide. As there's a yellow flag, but everybody is going again, and it's Jezza once again then caught up in everything. Midget, and Michael's lost it. Michael's lost it in the corner, and he's in the wall, but he's kept the car going. And he's got a little bit front wing damage, but he's kept it going. But Michael just losing it, going through the fast left-hander. And he's lost an end plate, but he's kept the car going, and he's kept it from DNFing. Well, that's just a racing mistake from Michael. But the top 3 starting to pull away. Kwame just starting to lose touch on Gabriel here. So the top 3 pulling away. Sabody leading, and then it's PLH and Gabriel. PLH on debut showing very good etiquette. I think that's the word. Thank you. As Monty is going to send on Alfie going into the chicane. Alfie's going to have a little look back into the chicane. Little bit of contact between the two. But not too much. Alfie does look to have end plate damage, I think. He does have end plate damage. And Monty is going to try to fight it back. Monty is going to fight it back around the outside into the fast left-hander. And Monty, with the traction, makes it around the outside. Midget sitting in behind them, P9. Regan is caught up to the back of Entok up ahead. Battle for P5 here. Kwame just in a bit of a world of his own. 2.6 off ahead, the drivers ahead, but 2 seconds ahead of those behind. And Regan is really starting to pile the pressure on as PLH takes fastest lap of the race so far, as he's took the lead as we've missed that whilst we've been watching. This bit of a battle. Yeah. As Regan still just in behind Entok, just waiting for the time to make his move. As Regan just looking like he lost the car a little bit going through the grass there. As Midget has made the move past Alfie behind as well, but Alfie, will he fight it back into the hairpin? He does fight it back. Well, Midget with a switchback, and that's a beautiful switchback from Midget. He read the situation and he made the switchback. As Regan now trying to re-catch Entok after losing a bit of time, as Gabriel up past PLH now going into the chicane. As Alfie back past Midget again, as Midget's a bit of contact again between them. Alfie without any end plates now, so it's an interesting way of driving. Ow, the ulcer in my mouth just really hurt. Ow. I have an ulcer in my mouth and I went to laugh and it really hurt. Ow. But Regan is back in touching distance of Entok again, and Monty behind is just doing his own thing and recatching. Or just catching them. So Monty doing his own thing here. As I'm not sure what's happened to Regan there. Regan's in the pit. Something's happened to Regan. Ah. And it's in, and it's new from wing going on Regan and the hard tyres. So Regan coming out in 11th, but we'll see what he can do. Somebody, Gabriel, PLH still in their own world, and even though there's been a couple of takes between them, they're still just pulling away. And Alfie and Midget once again, wheel to wheel. Midget this time with the DRS. Alfie will fight it back into the chicane again. You'll make it back past ahead of Midget. As behind, what's happened to Kwame behind? Kwame has ended up in the wall. Something's happened to Kwame. Whether there's contact between him and Jezza is to be known, and we'll find out later, hopefully, Or is that just a racing mistake from Kwame? A bit like what happened to Michael earlier, with Michael having his own mistake. Michael staying out still. As Kwame retiring from the race in the pits. So Regan in 10th now. Well, Regan with a pretty damaged front wing again. It looks as if Regan is struggling around here today. PLH leads that body. Sorry, my brain just had a mental block for like 5 minutes. I completely forgot what I was going to say after that mild little bit of a crash out there. As PLH into the pits, he goes. Very early, yes. It'll be interesting to see if he's got any possible damage. I very doubt there is. No, it's just straight tyre change onto the hards. So interesting choice from PLH. There's Alfie into the pits. Virtual safety car. I don't know if when Alfie was coming into the pits whether he clipped something and that put debris on track or anything. I'm not sure. By the way, the new steward is gonna help us with pretty much everything. Sure. Regan got no balance in the car if we did in the Discord. They're down to make a like rulebook as well if that's what we want to do. If that makes sense. Yeah, they're down to help. Which is good. But Regan in the pits again for the Sauber team. As he has non-existent looking pit crew there. Or am I just seeing things? I'm just seeing things, I think. Drive-through maybe? I don't know. As Gabriel and Staybody both in the pits on lap, going on to lap 11 here. Staybody retakes the lead, Gabriel coming out just behind him. So Entok leads Monty in second, then it's Major to Stud Buddy, PLH, Gabriel, Jezza, Michael, as Alfie overtakes them both, and then Regan doing his own race at the back. Entok, not mask. Why do I keep saying mask? Why am I saying mask? Not Entok, sorry, Monty into the pits. For Haas. So where will Monty come out? That is what is to be asked. But the lead, Stud Buddy leads, PLH is in second, and it looks as if Stud Buddy is coming into his own on the hard tyres now, as PLH just starting to drop off slightly. Sorry. So, Entok came in the pits. I'm having a really bad mental block right now trying to commentate. Like, I'm having serious mental block. I could not get anything out. I've been struggling all day with like getting words out in sentences. I'm having a really bad mental block of what I'm trying to say now. I'll explain it all later. I'm not going to explain it on stream, like comment on stream. So, it looks as if these hards are really what is. Putting Stud Buddy in his element. And he sets fastest lap on the hards after saying that. Stream can't hear what you said. You said it feels like a completely different race. Very true, as he's just set fastest lap and he's starting to pull away from PLH. PLH is slowly closing the gap a little bit so far this lap, but I was going to say Stud Buddy possibly made a mistake, and he has confirmed he did. I like seeing it where like a new driver comes in. I'm gonna be honest, like he sounded a little bit like even in the stream he went, "What a lap," and I wasn't expecting a good lap like that as my first lap, to be honest. You know. Oh, I missed that as I was reading the stream. But yeah, I like it when a new driver comes in and then Shows what they can do in the first race here, and I wish the best for him going into future seasons here, as he did. I just seen the mistake, but yeah, I like when a new driver comes in. You know, for those watching, there seems to be a little bit of beef with him, Mask, Daniel. As Kwame's left the session after DNFing before, but there seems to be a little bit of beef between them from Nordic E Racing, Nordic Esports, whichever it's called. I can't remember. Not sure what it's about exactly. Whether it's just banter, it might just be banter. I'm not sure, but you know, it's nice to see he's out here. He's doing what he can do, and he's showing us here what he can do. You know, it's nice to see. Alright, I'm... What has happened to Regan? Has he just lost it? I'm good. This is bad timing for you, but good timing for me, because I really need to use the bathroom. That might be part of my mental block for commentating right now. I'll be back soon. Okay, we're back. Yeah, PLH going into a new set of mediums, as expected. I was spectating you as well this time. Yeah. Oh. What am I looking for in DMs with you? That's what I'm looking for in DMs. Oh shit, I didn't have the notification. So we are back racing again at PLH past Gabriel. So PLH on the hunt. As so we'll ride, or we'll watch. We'll keep an eye on everything, as there was a little moment for a second I thought they were going to send it 4 wide into chicane again, and Monty and Talk make contact. And Midget and Gabriel up into 3rd and 4th now. Midget on the podium. Wow. Monty in 5th, Alfie in 6th. There's Jezza, Mask, and Talk. This could end badly, but everyone looks to be keeping it clean through there. And they did keep it clean through there, so that's good. I'm having like massive mental block. Oh, now Owen's typing. Typing and Owen. He just said, "I'm not racing Stab Body at Stab Body. Well done." So at Stab, he said, "I'm not racing, so at Stab Body. Well done for the championship." I'm going to try to keep an eye on when safety cars coming in this lap, but people are coming out of the pit, so probably not this lap. I'm confused. I am very confused. Let me go through the tires. Stud body, hard. Why has Monty gone into Dhabi? Monty just a dude with a literal fuck allergy just made sure it put on hearts. Monty's confused why he's on Inters. Right. This is when you just DSQ'd. I think it's because Monty is still catching. Monty is coming through penultimate now into final corner. It should be in this lap. Safety car is in this lap. Finally. Thank you. And oh, we're not racing again yet. Fuck. I wish you could spectate the safety car. As that body goes, PLH just dropping back a little bit, and he has been caught napping. I just forgot to pronounce the H in has. I see now as I'm riding aboard of PLH, and he is gaining on Stud Body. As Michael, he's had a tough race, but he's in P4 and he's going to be chasing down Midget. And this is not a good idea, and my TV's going to turn itself off. And Midget has made the move for the lead. And Michael is putting Star Body under pressure now. And Alfie making the move past Entok now. But Midget still leads the race, PLH in second, Stubby third, Michael fourth, Ninja, not Ninja, I keep saying Ninja because his name says Ninja, Alfie, sorry, in fifth, and talking sixth, Gabriel seventh, eighth place is Jezza, and ninth is Monty. Somebody and PLH are both past Midget. I've just been caught napping there. And Alfie has been disqualified from the session. So unfortunate on his debut to be disqualified for the amount of penalties he got. But that is the case at times. And it is a learning curve, that is for sure. Michael's gonna have a little look, had a little look around the outside of Midget, but he's going for this. Oh, he looked for the switchback, but just didn't quite have the traction to make his Midget defended it. And now Gabriel, out of nowhere, has just gone past Michael. And Gabriel now looking for the podium. Gabriel does have a penalty, so Gabriel will have to make the move and then pull away pretty fast. But up ahead, Stab Buddy. As Gabriel is up in third, but Stay Buddy here, still looking to try to chase down PLH. Obviously, PLH with the penalty. Shush. Shh, I need to make fun stuff. Somebody looking to maybe be using PLH here to pull away, but PLH had a bit of a moment out of the corner. And somebody now will make the move past him with the DRS. As behind, Michael, not Mask, sorry. Michael has made the move past Midget and is now just... Question is, does he chase Gabriel or does he just sit in behind Gabriel? Gabriel having the penalty. As we are on lap 28, am I right? I was just making sure I'm right. I cannot start the glazing yet. You'll see what I mean by the glazing. PLH back in the lead. Gabriel just in behind. Michael looks to be just settling, as we will have a look at the penalties. As long as Michael's within 3 seconds of Gabriel, he has a podium. Michael not too worried. He's just trying to get home without crashing. But Starbody leads this race. P4. On to the final lap we go. With the Red Bull of Starbody leading. It's been a rough season for him. With no Owen here for Mercedes. We had no Verstappen v Hamilton 2021 battle. We had no Red Bull versus Mercedes 2021 battle. But Starbody, after a long season, 14 races later, we started in China and we will end in Abu Dhabi. A sector and a half to go until he will be properly crowned world champion. And Starbody will become the first ever two-time world champion, first driver to retain a championship. He won Season 5 of SFCR before we became WERL and had a complete new rebrand. He will win Season 1 of WERL. He'll be the first driver to retain a title. He'll be the first driver to win 2 titles. He'll put himself into the history book. And for the final time on F1 24, we can say Starbody is going to cross the line in a few moments' time to become the world champion, and we will have an exclusive interview almost immediately with him as he crosses the line to become world champion. And we will quickly sort out the audio so we can get him in for an interview. As we have party audio on now, as we just watch. So PLH wins the Grand Prix, Gabriel finishes second, Mask in third, Starbody finishes fourth after penalties with Midget fifth. And everything else just went. And PLH is a Michael driver of the day. Interesting. To be fair, Michael was down at the back, then he made a comeback, so he did good drive. But your final standings, PLH wins the Grand Prix with Gabriel on top, on the second step at the podium, so Aston Martin do have the Constructors' Championship. Michael in third, but the World Champion Starbody in fourth. Midget finishes fifth with Monty in sixth, Entok seventh. Jezza finishes in 8th position. Regan finishes in 9th, Kwame in 10th, Jax in 11th, and Alfie was disqualified, unfortunately, and finishes in 12th. That is it for today's race. But Stab Buddy, hold up, let's just check the stream can hear first.
After last time.
Let me just up my volume. Right. Quickly say something.
Hello.
Okay, it can hear. Okay.
Okay.
I just did a check. How does it feel to be the first driver to retain the championship?
Feels good. It feels good in some way. Obviously SFCR was stayed on games longer than most other leagues. So had a lot of different champions. So you had Nicholas, Benjamin, and then I can't remember the others. I'm not gonna lie.
Bisco and
Bisco, yeah.
Freakies won the first championship there, so yeah.
Freakies, yeah. So 4, yeah. So yeah, it's quite a cool stat to have, really. You know, being the first double champion of, you know, the SFCR/WRL sort of league, I suppose, and kind of slamming them into one. Yeah. So it's quite a cool thing to have. You know, second half of the season hasn't been easy. I've had a lot of bad luck. Even in that race, safety car came out at a really poor time. I didn't have new mediums because I used them in qualifying. So I just was like, I may as well just stay out. I probably could have boxed in that final safety car, but I thought I'll come out in 4th. I just don't fancy that. I'll come out in 9th. I just don't fancy fighting through the pack. So I just decided I was going to stay out. And to be fair, on much older tyres, I stuck with the 2 medium runners. So not too bad. But yeah, a good season overall, and I'd say winning the championship is a good way to bow out.
And just looking here at the results here from the season, you haven't won a full non-sprint race since Hungary, which is round 5 of the season. That's a long time.
Yeah, I've had 3 race wins. As I said, I've had some really bad luck throughout that.
Safety cars especially.
Yeah, it's just not gone my way this season. I've made mistakes, you know. Kota was probably the biggest mistake I made, overtaking the safety car. I nearly did it again today. Just, my focus for league racing isn't there at the moment, and I'm looking forward to some time off from league racing, because I've been doing it solidly now for just under 18 months, so this is me done for F1 25, and as I said earlier, it's a nice way to bow out, because I don't know whether I'll be racing next season.
Very true. I had a list of questions wrote down. I can't find my list. I cannot find the list. Technical issues. I don't know why I wrote the list. I cannot find the list. Michael saying good race. Gabriel congratulating you on the championship win. Also here, do we want to go into some... Do you want to give a sneak as to what is to come in the next coming weeks/months in the league? Or do we keep it secret?
No, you may as well say it. I mean, everyone in the server knows what's coming. So, next week, so April 11th and 12th, will be a break. And then we will come back with, to fill the time before F1 25, we will have a F2 mini-season on each game. So, that's going to be a really interesting one. I might do a couple of races. I probably won't do all of them, but I might do maybe one or two, because I do genuinely enjoy racing F2 cars. They are really fun. So yeah, look forward to that, and then after that we will then probably, I reckon our first season of F1 25 probably start towards the end of June, just so then we can go down and we can refine, gives people the chance to learn the game, and we can refine the league. Obviously, a few things. We're going to write an official rule book. We're going to get more stewards in. We're just going to improve the whole functioning of the league, because things just slowly but surely slipped throughout the season for various reasons, including we had some important people leave. Both me and you were really unwell at one point, so things have just slipped. But yeah, expect next season to be even better than this one.
And the part which I'm most excited for, we have WRC coming. We still do not know. Well, I'm still not sure how we're going to do it, obviously, because streaming is very hard with people doing their runs at different times. But I haven't gone over this with you, so this is the first you're hearing of this plan. Hopefully, our drivers will be having bits of recordings of their own runs. What I'm hoping for is to be able to collect them and make a video each week on that week's rally. And if I can work out how to, I want to live stream the video to Twitch and YouTube at the same time, and then obviously have that then on YouTube. I haven't worked that out yet. I have a bit of time though. The 14th is when the rally season is set to start with Monte Carlo. I think. I made the calendar and I don't remember. I'm gonna check. Yes, we'll start in Monte Carlo. Currently we have, I think it's 6 drivers. Let's go through who we have. So we have 8 drivers, sorry. We have Kings, Tasner from F123. We have Doc, we have PLH, today's race winner. We have myself, who's going to be racing. Full-time, not reserve, full-time racing for me. That's exciting to me. We'll have Ninja, we'll have Kwame, well, Ninja and Kwame are maybes, we are not sure 100%. And then we'll have Elias, who was meant to be driving this season in F1, but then stepped away as he wanted to focus on other kinds of racing, but I have been talking to him and he has joined the rally, so
That's nice, yeah. Look forward to the next couple of weeks in WRL. As we said, we've got some really cool stuff planned, and as we continue to expand as a league, join us for even more.
thank you for watching throughout the season. It's been a pleasure to bring you commentary and footage from throughout the season. We hope you have a good off-season break next week. And it looks like we will be back in 2 weeks' time, on the Friday, for the mini-season on F123. We don't know what it's going to be yet. You will find out then. But until then, we would like to thank you again for being here throughout the season. And goodbye.